I kind of couldn't resist that one. I was getting a lot of crap about it. So now Zapdos. It's newly revamped, so it counts as one of the 3 new guys. He sends out an ape and doesn't want to stay in there too long for his T-Bolt, so he decides to U-turn out. That is better than switching out. Gets some sort of damage on me. Brings in a Dusknoir, and I T-Wave it. Normally it doesn't bother Dusknoir too much, but in this team it will. So I'm afraid of a burn, so I don't want to bring in something that's going to be affected by it too badly. I'm also afraid of the Ice Punch, but I had to go with the Bird type anyway. I bring in Togekiss for the Flinch Hacks with Paralysis again. Didn't work the first time, but it's kind of expected. Go for it again, as that's kind of what this team is about. And he's thinking on this one, isn't quite sure what he wants to do now. Air Slash gets it down there and it flinches. And fortunately it looks like I'm powerful enough I'll just be able to 3-hit KO. So 50% of the flinch right now, and that's pretty good. And it does indeed finish it off. So good start for me. And seem to have gotten what I was looking for so far. It's always nice and rewarding. Brings out the Infernape again, and I'm afraid of Stone Edge or Flare Blitz, and there's not really too much I feel like doing there. I bring in Swampert. He actually close combats instead. It'd be neutral damage, but he did it. Lowers his stuff. And I forget what I do here. He goes to an Azelf, and I set up a Stealth Rock. Okay, that's what I did. I set up Stealth Rock. I didn't want to EQ, apparently. Azelf would have dodged it, so that was a good prediction by him as well. That's probably why I set up Stealth Rock. I don't even remember. Avoiding the Grass Knot, Swampert didn't want to stay in for that, so I went to Bliss. And with Bliss, since Stealth Rock's already set up, it's another new poke, another 711 HP. It's going to just start T-waving. So he brings in his Torkoal, which is pretty unique choice. I'm pretty interested to see what he can do. And I could Seismic Toss here. I could go to Swampert, start EQing. Could go back to Zapdos and hit it with special attacks. I could go to my Machamp and hit it with some Stone Edge and Dynamic Punches. A lot of options I could do here. I went with Swampert so I could do some EQ. I predicted him to go to Azelf, so that's why I used Avalanche as opposed to Earthquake. However, he didn't go to Azelf, so now I'm pretty much free just to EQ. And EQ once, takes the hit pretty well. It Stealth Rocks up itself, which sucks considering I run 2 birds. That's the only weakness on this team really is Stealth Rock. He curses up. I set up Stealth Rock again. That way I could force him to spin. And I actually gain HP when he spins due to leftovers. He doesn't hurt me for 25. So EQ again. Getting down there a little bit. He curses a second time. He'd probably live an EQ now after 2 curses. But I don't really know what he expects to accomplish out of it. So he can't really switch either due to Stealth Rock raping the thing when it comes back in. He goes to Breloom, which is a big problem. He might have been able to bring in a Zelf actually and just rinse and repeat, but he brought in Breloom, and Swampert can't really do a whole lot. I can't afford to take the Seed Bomb as it'll die, so I've got to switch to something. And I'm hoping that he'll use Spore, obviously knowing that I would switch. He doesn't use Spore, he subs up instead, which is not good. So all I can do now is hope to break the sub when he Focus Punches, which obviously I know I would break the sub. And Seed Bomb instead, going for the kill. Fortunately it doesn't kill. I used Dynamic Punch. I wasn't sure if Confusion would go through the sub or not, because the sub dies, but I learned it doesn't, so that's future reference to all you guys. Clearly I can't take another Seed Bomb, so I've got to go somewhere else. And I'm thinking about what I want to do. There's nothing really I can afford to let stay asleep, and there's nothing really I can safely bring in, so I bring in Metagross. Honestly, right now I'm hoping that I will get a critical hit Bullet Punch and he won't be able to make a sub. That's honestly what I was hoping for when I brought Metagross in. So there it goes. And unbelievably, it worked. I can't believe that. I'm on a huge luck streak starting this fight against Ulttimaa. I was on awesome luck. I found $5 on the ground today, and I got a free box of Gatorade. I got a free box of ice cream sandwiches. I've been having an awesome 2 days. It's a month's worth of luck for me. I dodged the flamethrower and dodged a huge bullet by killing that Breloom. He might have swept my entire team, honestly. So that was good for me, big time. His elf can't do much against Blissey if it doesn't run Explosion, so he brings the Torque Hole back in as just Death Fodder so he can get a safe switch to something else. So that's good on his part as well. Also, it dodged the T-Wave, so he did a lot of good stuff right with there. Death Fodder and T-Wave dodging, so unfortunately it didn't really have any potential to be better, but definitely the right choices by him. So he brings in the Ape. Clearly I'm fearing the close combat, and I'm thinking about what I want to bring in. Just like last time I bring in Swampert, the Dusk Noir replacement, which is too bad because it would completely avoid close combat. But I'm alive just enough that I'll be able to Earthquake and kill him. And this time he predicts the Avalanche switching to his elf, and at this point in the game I knew that I just had to go for it. I can't let this Ape walk around on me, so I just had to go for it. If his elf came in and dodged an EQ, whatever, Blissey goes back in and I'll start Seismic Tossing and junk. So now the Azelf comes in. I don't really want Swampert to die, and I know Blissey's strong enough, even when he's aware Blissey's going to come in, that I'll be able to withstand the hits. So I'm cool with that. And I'm sure now he's aware that I'm going to two-wave it, because that's what this team does. So, I mean, if I really have to soft-boil every freaking turn till he paralyzes and I get a free one, fine, I'll do it. That's kind of the point of Blissey. Just kind of hang around. There it goes. Happened first turn even, no less. I didn't have to try. So that's awesome. I think now I actually start S-tossing. Oh, I don't S-toss. I bring in Metagross to dodge the Psychic, or not dodge it, but to take pretty much no damage from it. He was paralyzed again, but that paralyzed really didn't matter too much, as Metagross won't take hardly anything from a Psychic. So he brings in Aerodactyl, which I got my attack boost. Some more luck for me. It's crazy. And I bullet punch it to finish it off. So it was a heck of a fun match, and hopefully his team's going to give him a little bit better luck in the future. Thanks for watching. Alright, so first I want to say thanks for watching this vid, and what I got now is a little interesting thing to do here. As you obviously noticed, my Swampert had no nickname, so what I'm doing here is I'm going to hold a little poll for all my fans and viewers out here to decide what the hell you want to do. And there's two different names I'm thinking of. I hope you can get a good view of that. The two names I'm thinking of for Swampert are either Behemoth or Titan, and these are the two references that I get those two ideas from, both Final Fantasy games, ironically. I'm just curious as to which name you guys would prefer. If you'd prefer Swampert to be nicknamed Behemoth or Titan. Myself, I'm leaning towards one of them, but I'm not really too sure overall. So I want you guys to vote on this a little bit yourself, and by doing that, for the first line of your comment, even if you don't want to say anything else, just leave this. Just say one of the two names, whichever, up to you. If you want to suggest a different name, have that as a separate comment so that if the name sucks, I'll just delete it. But this way, you know, everyone gets their say and stuff like that, and some fans have watched all 30 whatever freaking vids I have, and you guys get a little bit of input into the name, and just have lots of fun. That way also there's lots of comments extra in the vid and junk like that. So just overall post which name you want more, and at the end of I don't know how long, I guess I'll give it a couple of days, as not everybody's gonna, you know, be voting instantly right then, but I'll give it a couple of days, and then I'll definitely make whichever name is more popular. I'll make my swap with that name. Thanks for watching. Peace. Again, thanks a lot, guys, and post your comments on which name you prefer.